Pacer Nation, welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice Pacers. The Indiana Pacers get a very impressive victory here tonight in Oklahoma City. They take down the Thunder by a score of 121 to 111. Pacers are pretty much in control from the first quarter on in this game, and obviously a huge and very important win for the Pacers is now they improved to 37 and 29 on the season, out of the play-in, back into the number 6 seed. And they beat a really good basketball team in the Oklahoma City Thunder, the second best team record-wise in the NBA this year. And the Pacers do it on the road against a team that is going to probably compete for the finals. And so definitely a very impressive win for the Pacers overall when you look at it. And really, like I said, guys, really from the start, the Pacers were really in control the majority of this game. They started out, jumped out to a lead there in the first quarter, 5-point lead in the first quarter, and they outscored the Thunder in total 58 to 46 in the first half. Then the Thunder went on a little bit of a run in the third quarter, kind of cut it down a little bit. And then the game was kind of close there for a little bit. The Pacers obviously able to pull away there when it mattered. But at one point, the Thunder had taken back the lead. Then the Pacers kind of went on a few runs. Thunder would keep it close, bring it back a little bit. Then the Pacers ultimately ended up, being able to pull away there at the end. So, guys, diving into some of the stats here for this Pacer game. Looking at the Pacers overall, they shot better than the Oklahoma City Thunder in this game, a lot better, actually. The Pacers shot 54%, Oklahoma City only 43%, and the Pacers shot, 10 less field goals. So a lot more attempts for Oklahoma City, but a lot less efficient from them in this game. The Pacers didn't shoot a ton of threes in this game, kind of similar. They were, out attempted by 10 from the Oklahoma City Thunder. They weren't that great from three tonight, but the Pacers, where they had the advantage, obviously just the shooting field goal percentage in general. The free throw attempts, the Pacers were 16 of 19. The Pacers, out assisted, so they moved the ball around a lot in this game compared to the Thunder. And, really overall, the Pacers just, didn't turn the ball over as much as well. And so when you kind of dive into this game a little bit, I think the first thing you got to talk about is this was probably the best defensive performance of the Pacers the entire season. They were able to really do a good job overall on Gilgeous-Alexander and some of these other guys. Even though he had 30 points, it took him 27 field goal attempts to get there. So that was definitely a good thing for the Pacers, and really were able to hold the Thunder, who we obviously know can shoot the lights out any given week, any given game. They were able to hold them, to under 50% shooting. So that was definitely great. Under 45% shooting. So that was definitely a great thing. And they were able to really limit what Gilgeous-Alexander was able to do in this game. He's a guy that he's always going to, go for 20 or 30 points per night on a typical night. But, the thing that the Pacers did well is they made him attempt a lot of shots, and he wasn't very efficient tonight. And so definitely great to see for the Pacers. And he also had 4 turnovers in this game as well. And so the Pacers overall, I felt like really outside of Gilgeous-Alexander, you got a couple guys with 18 points, Holmgren, and you got Dart with 18 points. But, those guys didn't shoot the ball very efficiently at all. Dort had, 50% shooter, Holmgren under 50%. And then, the other guys, Giddey a little under 50% as well shooting. So really, when you look at the starters, only one of their starters, Gordon Hayward, shot above 50% in this game. And he only attempted 4 shots in this game. And so, Gilgeous-Alexander, 12 of 27, Holmgren, 6 of 16, obviously Dort, 6 of 12, Giddey, 7 of 15. So the majority of the starters here in this game for the Thunder were not shooting the ball very efficiently in this game. And so I definitely want to credit the Pacers for that. We're able to play very good defense all night long. We're able to really lock up these shooters and these players overall for the Thunder. And then obviously when you look at the bench for the Thunder, the only guy who did really anything in this game was Wallace with 11 points. And other than that, only a couple guys with, you had Joe with 6 and Wiggins with 7. And then nobody else from the bench scored in this game. And then when you flip it over to the Pacers, you have all your guys 14 points or more in this game. Obviously Aaron Nesmith, 15 points in this game, 6 of 12 shooting. Halliburton looked good, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 12 assists in this game. Siakam, 18 points, 11 rebounds. You had Miles Turner in this game, 24 points for him, and Andrew Nembhard with 14, 4 and 5 there. And then you got some contributions off the bench from a couple different guys. Obi Toppin, 10 points on the game. Jalen Smith had 6, but he also had 9 rebounds in this game. TJ McConnell had 9 points in 17 minutes. Ben Shepherd had a couple nice shots there. He scored 4. And then Jarris Walker obviously had a clutch 3 in this game as well. And so Pacers definitely got some more contribution from their bench. And I think that was a big reason, as well as just how well their starters played, into why they were able to take care of business and really, handle a really, really, really good team for the Pacers. And, I talked about it at the beginning, but I guess I'll mention it again. It is so critical for the Pacers here these last couple weeks here, as they're trying to make a playoff push, as they're trying to figure it out. And obviously, with the Bennedict Mathurin news, everybody was like, oh boy, is this the beginning of the end for the Pacers? But they've actually, reeled off 2 games and they played and looked really, really good. And the chemistry's looked really good for the Pacers, and you'd love to see that. So hopefully this can continue. Obviously a huge win here for the Pacers. And, when you look at the East standings right now, guys, I mean, overall, the Pacers aren't too far out. Like I said earlier, when you really look at it, I mean, the Pacers 36 and 29. Then you got the Magic with 37 wins, the Knicks with 38. So the Pacers could get up to number 4 here if they continue to do these things well and continue to play well. And, the Magic and the Knicks, kind of hit some stumbling blocks. The Pacers could be, the number 4 seed when it's all said and done. They really could be, but obviously got to handle their own business here in these next couple weeks and these next couple games, and just continue to control what you can control. And hopefully you'll get some favors moving forward. But guys, let me know your overall thoughts here on this Pacer win. Were you impressed by the Pacers and how they played in this matchup here against a really, really good Thunder team? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Really curious to hear what you guys have to say about the Pacers. Do you think they can go on a run here, potentially get to the number 4 seed? Let me know all those things, guys, in the comments down below. But guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, guys, go Pacers.